Hey tribe, what's up? Welcome back. I have a wonderful analogy for you, and this is what we're going to talk about. And have you ever, I know you've heard of this, okay? You either has heard of it, it's been said to you by your parents, teachers, significant others, people you date, whatever, okay? Or it's been said to you in a different way, but the metaphor is the same. Have you heard this? Is you can't have your cake and eat it too. Have you heard this in your life? And I really want you to sit back and answer this. Like, really think deep on this before we go into this discussion. Because I'm gonna give you something that I've been dealing with, and it's a little bit advanced, but it goes along with this topic. It goes along with this metaphor. Has this really been said to you? You can't have your cake and eat it too. When you start talking about success to people, talking about manifesting, talking about living your dream life, whatever it is that you want, has it been said to you? You can't have your cake and eat it too, baby. Has it been said to you? But this is what we're going to talk about. And first and foremost, I want to tell you, it just isn't true. Okay, listen, that's coming from a scarcity mindset. That's really coming from a poverty consciousness, a poverty mindset. Okay, bottom line is, listen, you can have your cake and you can eat it too. Okay, and we can take it a step further, baby. You can have a cake, you can have your cake and you can eat it, plus you can have a side of ice cream with it. Okay, you can have whatever you want. You can make this cake anything you want. You can have your cake and eat it too. Plus, you can have extra frosting on it. You can put whipped cream on it, and you can drizzle it with chocolate. I'm kind of making myself hungry here. And you can take a cherry and put a cherry on top. Then on the side of your cake, you can have your favorite ice cream in the world. My favorite ice cream is mint chocolate chip. You can have mint chocolate chip ice cream right beside it, your favorite ice cream. You can have your cake and you eat it too. That's the concept that you have to understand. No matter how you want to design your life, you can design your life exactly how you want it. Okay? This is kind of the whole point of kind of the never gobble technique. My mind's kind of weird because I didn't put the mic on me. I have the mic close to me. It's sitting on me. I'm kind of afraid that I'm gonna drop it. And let me hook it. Let me hook it to me here. See if it will stay. Have on kind of a funny tank top, but I was in the mood to talk about this, and it's all about being authentic, baby. This is what I look like when I'm in the mood to talk. So, you get what you get. Okay, this is what Chad looks like right when I feel like I need to share this with the tribe. And but anyway, let's continue. And I just want to tell you, I'm going to dig deep on this. You can design your life whichever how you want it designed. You have to understand this. This is abundance is infinite. This is abundance is divine. It's divine abundance. You can have whatever it is you want. This is the whole purpose of Navigator. The whole purpose is living in the end. Okay? You already have what you want. If you can see your imagination, you already have it. It's already done. You're honestly what you're doing. You're just waiting until it appears in your world. Okay, but I don't want to go down the never Goddard rabbit hole here because I want to kind of talk to you about what I was kind of thinking about, what I was kind of debating in my mind, and I can't think of the word I want to use. I wasn't really struggling with it, but I was kind of on a borderline struggling with this, and it all comes down to this metaphor. You can have your cake and eat it too. You can design your life whatever how you want to design it. Okay, let me give you an example real quick. Is with myself, what was kind of struggling in my mind. And, I live in Thailand, plus I go back to the United States from time to time. I try to go back every year for a few months. Okay, we've talked a lot about this in the tribe by having resets and stuff like that. I just need to do them. That's kind of how I work best. I work at my best peak, adding in resets. So, and plus I want to go back to the United States. I want to go back and visit family. So you got multiple layers in there as well. And one of the things I was kind of struggling with a little bit that kind of made me kind of think about this topic is that since I live in Thailand, and from time to time I'll kind of get into my dream car. Okay, so my dream car is a 911 twin turbo blood orange Porsche convertible. Okay, and even though you might think blood orange, I've seen this car flipping in person. And blood orange, it had like blood orange, and the trim was black. It was a flipping awesome color. It wasn't the stereotypical orange. It was blood orange, an awesome flipping color. But from time to time, I'll think about my dream car. I do imagination techniques around the dream car, go inside my imagination. But I started finding that I was having a huge internal conflict with this because my brain was kind of latching on to, well, you're in Thailand. Thailand's not like a car culture. There's no place to park your Porsche. Even if you live in a condo, even if you live in a penthouse condo, most of the time they have no parking, or most of the time they don't have enough parking for all the units, or you're parking it in the sun, or if you want to go to a restaurant, there's no parking. Like, it's better to take a motorbike there. Okay, the only place you can drive is you just drive to Big C or Macro, which are their big stores, and just drive home. So why do you want a Porsche? Why do you want a Porsche in Thailand? This is kind of what I'm kind of thinking about in my mind when I'm inside my imagination, because I was producing internal conflict. And we're kind of go down that rabbit hole too. This is really Joseph Murphy, The Power of the Subconscious Mind. He was kind of a guru at affirmations. He was really a guru at the subconscious mind, but not producing internal conflicts. Okay, I'll talk about that in this video if I don't forget, but I want to stay on topic here. But anyway, that's what kind of led to, I was kind of thinking this, but this kind of led to this topic of, well, I can have my cake and eat it too. Like, I started thinking well, I have two offices. I have an office in Thailand and I have an office in the United States. Office in the United States is at my house. So basically, I have a setup here, a really good setup here. But when I fly back to the United States, all I take with me is my laptop and some external drives and stuff like that. But I have a setup in the United States. So, so that's what I mean. You can design your life whatever how you want to. So what was kind of figuring out is, if my Porsche doesn't work for me in Thailand, okay, but my Porsche works for me in the United States where I live, because it's a car culture in the United States. It's easy to drive around. It's easy to find parking. Every place you go has parking. It's not like Thailand. So that's what I mean by internal conflict. Like, one area is producing internal conflict because it's really true, okay, and the other area isn't producing internal conflict, was the United States. But this kind of led down the rabbit hole, and I'm kind of being technical here. I'm sorry, but this is how my mind processes information. And what I started thinking is like, well, it's really the concept of having my cake and eating it too. I can design my life or whatever how I want to. Like, if I want to travel abroad, travel around the world, plus have a house and my dream car and everything else in the United States, guess what? I can have that. Okay. Plus, if I want to live in Thailand and I want to design my life around Thai culture, meaning like maybe a house isn't for me. Maybe it's not a car driving culture. Okay, but maybe I live in a penthouse condo that has a panoramic view of the ocean in the city. Okay, I'm really up high on the top floor where I have this awesome view. Maybe that's my lifestyle in Thailand. But see, you understand why I'm going down the rabbit hole with this. Okay, I can have both. I can have it all. I can design my life which way how I want it. Okay, I can design my life that matches Thailand. Okay, matches my life in Thailand, have everything I want, And I can have my life when I go back to the United States. I can have my dream house, my dream car in the United States, exactly how I designed it in my mind. I can have both. You understand this? I can have both. I can do both. Just like I'm doing right now. I can have offices in both areas. This is 100% true. I'm not making it up in my mind. Okay. I can have both. And this is the idea I want you to grasp. You can have both. You can do whatever you want. It's not one or the other. It's not I got to choose one. Okay, if you want both, say you want both and design it as both. That's the concept. Okay, the whole concept of sometimes people put this simple. Let's say, like, you want to go on a date. Maybe you want to go on a date. Maybe you go out with friends. Maybe you go out with family, and you're deciding, should we go to a movie or should we go out to eat? But what's wrong with let's do both? See, a scarcity mind will say either or. Okay, one or the other, either or. You can't have both. That's a scarcity mindset. Okay, but a wealthy, abundant mindset is I can have both. So, like in a smaller scale, like I gave you this simple example, do I want to go to a movie or go out to eat? Well, the most successful version of me would say I want to do both. So, do both. Okay? Now, on a bigger scale, when you're trying to design your life, you're trying to design it around what you want. You can do both. It's not one or the other. Okay, you might want 10 things. And guess what? You can have those 10 things. You can have your cake and eat it too. You can have your cake, and guess what? If you want another piece, you can have another piece. And guess what? If you want your cake and you want to doctor it up with drizzle some chocolate on it, drizzle some strawberry sauce on it, put some whipped cream on it, put a couple cherries on it. I want more than one cherry. I want 3 cherries. I put 3 cherries on it because I'm in the mood of being bad. I'm in the mood right now. I'm not even thinking about my diet. And I don't want just one scoop of my favorite ice cream. I'm going all in, baby. I want 3 scoops of my favorite ice cream. Because if I'm gonna break my diet today, my golly, I'm gonna flip and break it. You get what I'm saying. I can have whatever I want, and you can too. You can have whatever you want. You can design your life. Listen to this. I want you to get this. You can design your life however you want it designed. Okay. You might not want my life. Okay. You understand that. You might not want to travel the world. You might not want to live abroad. You might not want to experience that, and that's okay. Okay. But the whole point is it's not about it's not about you not wanting what I want, I'm not wanting what you want. It's what you want. What do you want? And you can design it around what you want. It doesn't matter if you want one thing or 2 things. You can have both. It's not picking either or. Okay? You're not picking and choosing. That's what I'm saying. You're not saying, do I want my dream house or do I want my dream car? And you're trying to choose. Well, no, you want both. You can have both. Guess what? You can have your dream house, you can have your dream car, you can have your dream career. If you want to be an entrepreneur, you can do that. You understand? If you want to take awesome vacations, you can do that also. If you want to try living abroad, maybe for a few months to check it out, you can do that also. And you know what? You can live abroad while you have your dream house and dream car in your country. Okay, you understand what I'm saying? This is how my mind was kind of thinking about it this morning. It's like in my scenario, because I live abroad. Okay, I can have my dream life here in Thailand. Plus, I can have my dream life in the United States. I can have my dream car, my dream house, everything set up in the United States how I want it. That matches the United States. That matches what I want in the United States, and I can design it the same way in Thailand that matches Thailand. Maybe what matches Thailand is me living in a penthouse condo, have a panoramic view, because a lot of houses in Thailand are kind of out in the boonies a little bit, or they're outside the city. I don't want to live outside the city. You know what I mean? So if I want to come inside the city close to the ocean, well then, I have to have a condo. I don't want just any condo. I want a penthouse condo. Okay. So you can I can design my life whatever which way I want. And guess what? I can have it all. I can have both. I can have both scenarios. I can have my life in Thailand, wherever I choose to be. It might be Thailand and Nang, wherever. I can have my life abroad and listen, and I can have my life back in the United States. But the United States is where I'm from. That's where I have citizenship. You understand what I'm saying? But I can have both. It's not choosing one or the other. And for some reason, my friends, for some reason, I wasn't really thinking this way, but my mind was kind of gravitating that way. Like, I don't know why. My mind started thinking that way, either or, okay, rather than both. I don't know why, but I caught it. I became aware of it, and that's why I'm sharing it with you. Now, I might have a more kind of advanced example because I do live abroad, okay, but the metaphor is the same for you. Whatever you want, you can have your cake and eat it too. You don't need to choose one or the other. If you want both, just say, I want both. And in your mind, in your imagination, you start designing both. You start seeing you having both. Maybe you want three things. That's okay. That's fine. You design it that way. You can listen. You're the architect of your life. You can design your life whichever you want. There's no barriers. If listen, if you really truly believe that abundance is infinite, that's infinite abundance. If you really truly believe that abundance is divine, meaning divine abundance, it means divine abundance kind of means it's more spiritual abundance, but divine abundance kind of means that abundance comes from source, but it also means abundance is in all things, in every situation. That's what it really means. And if you take the concept, and I always use this as an example lately, is I, I love the quote by Thomas Troward that your mind is a center of divine operation. Divine operations means expansion into more. Meaning that for one, your mind attaches to growth. Okay, you're either growing or dying. You're either getting better or worse. That's why your mind always wants to grow. Your mind always wants to achieve better. And you take that concept and you really truly believe it, and you really truly believe abundance is your birthright, you can have anything you want. And you can have it all. It's not picking and choosing. It's not one or the other. Okay, if you want four things, you can have four things. Like I told you with my cake example, if you want another piece, you can have another piece. Make sense? If you want three pieces, if I want to go back for thirds, I can go back to thirds. You understand? You can have anything you flip and want, and you're the designer. You're the architect of your life. You're the controller of your life. You're the captain of your life. You're the captain of the ship. You're steering the ship. You're in control of your life. Your life will go wherever you want it to go. You can achieve whatever it is you want to achieve. Bottom line, my friends. But other than that, let's wrap it up from here. I don't want this video to be crazy long like usually, but let's wrap it up. And that's kind of the whole point I want to share with you. And but remember, you're the designer. You're the captain. It's kind of like you're the captain of your soul. You can have your cake and eat it too, no matter what it flippin' is. You understand, tribe? But other than that, tribe, remember I love you, and I will see you in the next tribe video.